Hello everyone, this is Marina from soulintheraw.com and I'm a raw food expert and I'm excited to show you my first live recipe today. I'm just making dinner and I decided that it would be fun to show you how I do it. And I'm going to kind of improvise, but I also have a sort of a plan in mind. So I'm going to be making a cauliflower Alfredo pasta. It's going to be so good. I want to show you first how to make the sauce for this delicious pasta. And my noodles are going to be zucchini noodles, but you absolutely don't have to do that if you don't like zucchini for whatever reason. You can use beets and carrots, and also you can use kelp noodles. And if you're going to do that, here's my tip for you. Kelp noodles are really delicious. I actually have some. One second, I'm going to show you some. So these are the kelp noodles and they come in a package like this. And if you want to make those for your dinner, what you should do is just get them out of this package, drain the water out, and put it in a little bit of apple cider vinegar, maybe like a couple tablespoons, and a little bit of salt, and then water to cover, and mix it all up and just leave it for 2 to 3 hours. The longer the better. If you can do it in the morning, that's awesome. It just softens your kelp noodles and it makes them really good. It makes them kind of like angel hair pasta. A lot of people, when they make kelp noodles, it just comes out really crunchy, and that's not what we want. So that's one thing. And the other thing is you have to have fat in your sauce, and I'll show you a perfect sauce for that today. So I'll be right back. Okay. So I wanted to get started with the sauce first. I'm going to show you everything. And like I said, I'm going to be improvising a little bit, so I'm just going to taste as I go, and if I don't like the flavor, then I'll adjust it and I'll show you how I do it. And then afterwards, I will post the full recipe on my website, so don't worry about writing everything down. It's going to be all on there. That's why I have all my measuring things over here, so I can know exactly how much of everything I put in. And I also wanted to show you my water, because this is a little thing that I always do. I drink water when I'm making my dinner. Usually it's totally full, so it's 1.5 liters. And as I make my dinner, I drink my water, so then I can get all my water in. So I'm going to be doing that all the time. Awesome. Okay, so what I did is I prepared some cauliflower for us. So I actually steamed this cauliflower, because I've also done this with raw cauliflower and it just doesn't taste as nice because the cauliflower is really strong. It has a strong flavor, but it's still good. So you can still do this with raw cauliflower. It would be the same measurement. So I just put in a whole head of cauliflower into the steamer for 20 minutes so that it's just soft. And after that, I put it in a big bowl of cold water, because I don't want to make my sauce hot. When you're using fats, any kind of fats, you don't want to heat them up, because that's really bad for the fat. It can oxidize your fats and it can make them go bad. You don't want to do that. So it's better to have the sauce cold. Okay, or you can warm it up in a dehydrator, but if you warm it up really warm, like this cauliflower was, steaming hot, it's not a good idea. So let's just put in some of this, and I'll tell you how much I am going to use. And, the reason, first of all, cauliflower is a cruciferous vegetable, so it's really good for you. It prevents cancer. And the other thing is it makes your sauce lower fat, so that's a really good thing. That's why I like to use vegetables in my sauces. Because then you have to use less nuts, but you still have a lot of volume. So I am thinking it's about half a head, and I still have some left over. So let's see, this is going to be, where are my cup measurements? About 2.5 cups, 2.5 to 3 cups of cauliflower. That's the base. And then I soaked 1.5 cups of cashews in water since the morning because I kind of planned on making this recipe. I had the cauliflower and that's what inspired the whole thing, and then I have the cashews. And these are the cashews that I'm using. They're Sun Food cashews. They're really good quality and I love to use these. I get them on Vitacost actually, but you can also get them on the Sun Food website, and I will leave you guys a link for that. I have a little discount for that if you want to use it. So now we just take the cashews out of their soaking water, and we're not going to consume this entire sauce. We're going to have some left over. So whoever comes over tomorrow, you're very lucky. And so 1.5 cups is a lot actually, so we're definitely not going to be eating a whole 1.5 cups. I like to keep my food pretty low fat. I feel much better that way, and if you read a lot of the recent vegan research, and even not so recent, like the China study, which I'm reading right now, you'll see that low fat is definitely the way to go. Okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, perfect. So this is our base, and now we want to flavor it, right? So we have our 2.5 to 3 cups of cauliflower. We have our 1.5 cups of soaked cashews, and they've expanded, of course. And now we want to flavor it. So the formula I always use for all of my recipes is FSSS. Fat, salt, sour, sweet. In this case, we're not going to do the sweet. You could put a date or something, but I don't think it's necessary. But we are going to do the other ones. So my salt is going to be this chickpea miso. I love using this stuff. It's really flavorful. It makes your dishes really taste like more cheesy without the cheese. And I'm just going to put 2 tablespoons. And we'll taste test it after, and we'll see if it's good on the salt. So just have fun in the kitchen, you know, you don't need to be perfect. You can just experiment, you can try things out, and then you try whatever you make, you know, to see if it's good. I'm going to have a sip of my water again. Okay, and then, so we've got my fat, my salt. Now I'm going to do my sour. So it's going to be a juice of a lemon. Oh, this lemon is kind of dying, but it's okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to be using the whole lemon, and let's see how much I get out of this whole thing. And for your sour, you can also use things like apple cider vinegar or coconut vinegar. What else is sour? Orange sometimes is really nice. And just, you know, taste your produce. That's what I always teach in my classes, is taste your produce, and that's how you know if it's sour, if it's sweet. What is it? Okay, so I got a tablespoon out of this half, so I'm guessing it's going to be 2 tablespoons. And we might need more. We'll see. You can even use a drop of essential oil, like lemon essential oil. It makes it a lot faster. I would say probably 2 to 3 drops for this entire thing. Makes it so much faster than juicing the lemon, but you know, both are good. And I'm just gonna rinse my hand real quick. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to add some turmeric for color, and also because it's really healthy, and I just try to stuff it in wherever I can. Oh, I need to, it's probably going to be like half a teaspoon. No more than that. And then whenever you're sliding. Whenever you're using turmeric, it's a really good idea to use black pepper, because the turmeric is not very easily absorbed, actually, even though it's so healthy. It's really anti-inflammatory. It prevents a lot of disease. It's not absorbed by the body, so you want to do things to enhance that, which is black pepper is the way to do that. So just a few shakes of black pepper in there. Okay, and then I have my garlic powder. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do my nutritional yeast first. So this is the nutritional yeast that I love to use, and it gives things a really good cheesy flavor. It's called Cal. I'm just going to set you better. Okay. It's the Cal brand. And I think I'm going to do like maybe a tablespoon, 2. I'm using a teaspoon. So 1, 2, 3, 4 teaspoons, which is like 2 tablespoons, something like that. Okay. And then I have garlic powder and onion powder. I'm not a huge fan of raw garlic. It doesn't sit too well with me, so I prefer to use the powder. And I just use this one, and I get it on Vitacost. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of it. And onion powder I love. As a kid, I loved onions. I would eat them for dessert. I know, I'm not really a freak, but I really did. Raw onions. And this is so sweet. The powder, I just love it. So we're going to do maybe a little more than the garlic. One, 2, 3, 4-ish. And the cool thing with raw food is that you really don't need to be exact, and you don't need to measure perfectly. You can improvise. Whoo, there's a cloud of onion powder. Okay, that's it. Now, I didn't put any water because the cauliflower is really water rich, so that's good enough. And now I'm going to be blending it. Let me try to make this camera not move. Okay. So I'm just going to blend this in Vitamix. Let's try this out. Let me just finish my water first. I never drink while I eat, and people think that's really weird, but it's actually really good for your digestion not to drink while you're eating, because then you dilute your stomach acid. So done with my water for the day. Okay, let me try this and tell you how it tastes. I want to show you how pretty it is. Look, I don't know if you can see, but it's really good. It's really pretty. Oh, that's so good. It's really, really good. It's amazing. I think the cauliflower, this is the first time I've made it with steamed cauliflower. Oh, it's so perfect. The cauliflower makes it kind of like sweet, and then you don't need to add more and more salt, because I'm a salt fiend. I always add so much salt to my food, but this is so amazing. The steamed cauliflower just makes it extra delicious, seriously. Okay, I have like 100 zucchinis here. Look at these. These are really cute. These are baby zucchinis. And I have 8 because we are 2 people who eat a lot. And, you know, when you're eating this kind of food, it's very water rich. You want to eat a lot so that you're not hungry. A lot of people who start eating raw food or just vegan food, they don't eat enough, and that's a really big thing. You have to make sure that you're eating enough. And by this time, I'm really used to it. I know exactly what I need. But if you're just starting out, make sure that you're measuring. Like, go on chronometer.com. It's a great little website. And you can put in everything you're eating, so you can more or less see how many calories you're getting. And make sure it's around 2,000. Of course, it depends on how much you exercise and all these kinds of things, and if you want to lose weight. But still, you gotta make sure you're eating enough. So the sauce is done. And again, don't worry about the measurements. I'm gonna type it all out for you. And now we are going to make the noodles. So I'm not gonna do all 8 with you, don't worry. I just wanted to show you one zucchini just so you can see how I do it. This is the machine that I use. A lot of people in the raw food world, they use a spiralizer, and that's cool. I used to have one for a long time. My mom got me this, and I love this. This is the Borner box grater. And you can get it online, and it has this, which is where the noodles go into. And then it also has 4 sides. So this one is the regular grater. This one is a mandolin. Wear gloves if you use it. This one is what I'm gonna use, and it's like a julienne cut, so you can even do carrots and different things on it. And this one I have no idea, actually. I have never used that, so I don't even really know. But this is my favorite little the side of it. So what you're gonna do, you cut the 2 sides of the zucchini that way, and then I want to make sure that you're seeing this. You're gonna hold your grater like this, and you don't need to cut it any more than this. You just press it down really, really well, and you go like that. And some people go back and forth. I like to just go one way because then I don't get the little noodles stuck in here. I want one, Seth. Oh yeah, you should totally get one. It's awesome. It really is, and it makes it so freaking fast. It's my favorite part. So then you keep going on one side until you get to the seeds in the middle, and then you just turn it to another side. You're gonna have 4 sides of the zucchini, and you can kind of feel when you're starting to get to the seeds. Then you turn it again. I'm only gonna do one to show you how I do it. And last one. And I don't peel them, but if you want to have like a really more authentic noodle look, you can. It's just more nutrients, the peel, and this is organic. So then you're left with this thing, and you can put it in your sauce actually, or you can use it in other things. You can juice it, whatever. Just don't get rid of it. It's too bad too. So I want to show you what I get because it's so awesome. I like them actually more than the spiralizer because they're very thin. So look at this. See? Seth, does this make you want to get one even more? I think they're awesome, right? And then all you're going to do is you take them out and you make a lot. So I'm making 4 of these per person. We're 2 people, so 8 once I leave you because I'm not going to bore you with doing 8 of these. But I'm just going to take it out and put in the sauce and then mix it together. And it's going to be so good. You make it look so easy. Doreen, it is easy. Do you have any questions? Like, is there anything that that you're confused about how to make? Because this is so easy. Yay! So my friend Doreen is here and she's saying that she's gonna make this on Friday for us. You should. It's the easiest recipe ever. You know, just put in everything into the Vitamix, you blend, and you have dinner done. It's really, really cool. And it's really, really good for you also. So that's the recipe, everyone. If you have any questions when you watch this later on, please let me know. I will be happy to help you with anything. And also, if you have any ideas or questions that you want me to do in the future for Facebook Live, any recipes or any, you know, issues like digestion or something like that that you want me to address, please let me know in the comments. And then I'm going to be doing these all the time, so make sure that you click on the turn on notifications button so that you can be notified when I'm doing one. Thank you very much for joining me. I will post the link to the recipe sometime today when I finish typing it all up for you guys. And I hope you enjoyed it and have an awesome evening if it's evening for you. Bye.